Wired and rewired, a tale of those seeking to increase student internet access. Our radio tower of power. Every Iredell Statesville school and office building has an on-site tower. This is a typical data room. Lake Norman High has 5 data rooms with blue wires coming in from the server located in the media center. On the other side, you can see the various colored wires that go out to the rooms served by this CPU. Each data room has a very large central processing unit. Here is a close-up of the external working parts of the CPU. The outlet for the phone lines and network drops in the original parts of the building look like this one. From room 361, the bottom drop was relocated to room 364, which had no internet connection and was located in a long, narrow room formerly used by the OCS job coach. A mini computer lab was developed in room 364 for student use. It currently has 5 desktop computers plus a laptop. The main computer has a printer directly connected to it. This one is set up to print in color with a default setting of draft print quality. The computer at the opposite end also has a printer that is directly connected. This printer is set to print in grayscale only with a default draft print quality as well. All 5 computers will send prints to a networked printer in room 368. The networked printer also has a default setting of draft quality and grayscale to preserve ink cartridges. In the mini lab, note the pink and gray cables going up the wall. When the network drop was initially made from room 361, it was literally dropped through the ceiling. It was to be fished through the wall at a later date, and that was 5 years ago. However, when the need arose for another network drop in an adjacent room, it was easy to connect the pink cable to the hub shown on the floor here. The pink cable goes through the ceiling in line in 364 and down through the ceiling in room 365. Note the pink cable in room 365 hanging from the ceiling. A year later, after the network drop was diverted from room 361, there was a need for another mini lab. Did you guess? That's right, back in room 361. Since you cannot be more than 2 hubs away from the server, a drop had to be tapped from another location. The downstairs EC office in room 362 was the victim. A hub had to be installed for the 2 computers in the office on one line, and the other was diverted across the ceiling to room 361 next door. Back in room 361, a mini lab of 3 computers was established. A wall outlet was installed this time. The photo only shows a partial setup due to the usual end-of-the-year dismantling. Room 368 did not remain untouched by this wire diverting teacher. This is a typical teacher's desk setup. And another network drop was tapped as well. Note the bottom opening in the outlet where the network drop has been diverted. Where did it go? Why, to that network printer from room 364. However, the drop is still located in 368. Has all this rewiring madness stopped, you ask? Of course not. The network drop and networked printer will hopefully be relocated to this wall in room 368 to build another mini lab for students. This telecommunications technology project of endless wiring and rewiring has been brought to you by the TeleTeam, Jaleesa, Cheryl, Jill, and Libby. We hope you've enjoyed this wiry tale.